Over the past decade, the phrase Disney Star Wars has become synonymous with disaster because it seems like each and every year that goes by and every project that they throw on Disney Plus, it continues to get worse for them, all culminating in the fiasco known as The Acolyte, sitting at 14% on Rotten Tomatoes with blistering reviews on basically any site that allows you to review this thing. It is obvious that Star Wars fans have completely and utterly rejected The Acolyte. And we saw the mainstream media from the very beginning. As soon as this came out, they started to blame the fans. Oh, it's just review bombing. These toxic, mean people out there. It's just a small group of people out there, we promise. However, as more time has gone on, and we now have 6 episodes of The Acolyte, it is clear that this is more than just a few angry fans. This is the vast majority of the Star Wars fan base that is watching this show and saying, for whatever reason, this is dog shit. Now, of course, before the series came out and we listened to everything that Leslye Headland, the showrunner and former personal assistant to Harvey Weinstein, we listened to the rest of the cast and crew, and all they were talking about was identity politics. Well, when the show actually came out, certainly a lot of agenda, a lot of identity politics involved in the creation of this show. But after the show actually came out, people realized, holy fuck, this is a lot worse than we thought. Whether you want to focus on the storytelling, the writing, the editing, the pacing, pretty much everything is incompetent when it comes to this show. And now, wouldn't you know, Leslye Headland is speaking out about those toxic fans review bombing. The Acolyte showrunner speaks out on the Star Wars show's review bombing. Leslye Headland, the Acolyte showrunner, expected review bombing due to Star Wars fandom's unfortunate history with review bombing. Yet, Star Wars fandom's unfortunate history with telling you whether they like something or not. This is the way it is. You can make all these excuses you want. You can try to claim, as Leslye Headland did before the show even came out, as Kathleen Kennedy did before the show even came out. You can look at fans and you can blame them and say, this is all your fault. You just hate this because it has women in it, because it has minorities in it. Unfortunately, that really doesn't fly because we continue to see all these shows, all these different programs that have diversity in the same way that The Acolyte does. Something like House of the Dragon, female-led, diverse cast, gay characters, gay actors. Why does it have such a good Rotten Tomato score? Why isn't that getting review bombed by these same toxic fans? It's so strange, isn't it? The same fans that embraced black characters in the past, the same fans that love Padme, that love Princess Leia. Yeah, they just must really hate all these women. That's not what's going on. It's blatantly obvious to everyone. But let's listen to the former personal assistant of Harvey Weinstein. Let's see what she has to say. When prompted by Collider, Headland is given the chance to respond to this phenomenon, where she insists it was expected. Headland shares the truth that, quote, if you're in the Star Wars fandom, I think you already know what review bombing is. Something that goes back to the Star Wars prequel era with Revenge of the Sith and clearly beyond. While Headland isn't quick to dismiss it, she does reveal that her and her team were expecting such a response. It's not that it's not concerning, but I think it's pretty expected. What, you knew you made a dog shit project? Is that why it was expected that fans wouldn't like it? Because all along the way, all the messaging was completely antithetical to Star Wars and what Star Wars is. And then when you actually put it on screen, it's a massive pile of shit. Wow, I couldn't imagine. Couldn't imagine why you might have thought some people wouldn't like this. Headland raises a point that perfectly summarizes what's happening now with Star Wars and reviews. Quote, does anybody take that seriously anymore? She's absolutely right about the fact, especially within the Star Wars fandom, audience scores and reviews are no longer as reliable as they perhaps once were. That's strange because when you go through it, even dog shit like Book of Boba Fett and Ahsoka, right, those things are sitting like around a 50-60% audience score. This is at 14. Like, shut the fuck up pretending like this is normal, this is expected, this is the status quo when you do a Star Wars project. We've never seen anything like this in history. So stop pretending like the Star Wars fans just always do this for their shows and movies. That's just what they do. No, we saw a massive backlash to a very divisive Last Jedi, right? We did absolutely see that. But that's at like 45% or something from the fans, not 14%. And they can claim that people are just complaining about the diversity, but it's just not true. I have been doing my reviews with Mahler and some of the guys from EFAP over on his second channel, Mueller. Right, we've been doing hour-long breakdowns of these shows where we get into detail with the storytelling problems, with the problems between these characters, with their motivation seemingly flipping without any notice or reason given whatsoever. The show is shit. It just is. And there might be 14% of people out there that do like it and do enjoy it. And you know what? If you like it and enjoy it, that's fine. Do your thing. However, to pretend like this is just a couple angry people out there, it's not. It's the overwhelming vast majority of the Star Wars fan base that has rejected this project. And Leslye Headland can go out and try to, well, we expected this, those toxic fans. When you make a Star Wars project, you just know what's going to happen now. Not the case. This is worse than anything we've ever seen before, probably because the Acolyte is worse than anything we've ever seen before. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.